Okay, the Key 103 bus is hidden behind that ice cream van there, and it's cunningly disguised as an ice cream van. But today we're here with the Manchester Museum of Science and Industry with Lee, who's doing some science busking, I believe. Could you tell us what science busking first of all?
Yes, I was glimpsing at the ice cream van myself for a moment, but you've got me back down to earth, and that, of course, is when one of our favourite forces is acting right now. Gravity pulling us down, keeping us from floating into space. But here's a way to beat gravity. It's a nice little trick, this one, and we're going to try it out, aren't we? Normally, if you're trying to get the balls in the holes, you tip or shake, but gravity will always pull the balls one way. You turn it around, the same thing happens. It's always travelling downwards, down towards the core of the Earth. So you can only get one ball in one hole. But if we can use a different force, not a pulling force, then we might be able to solve this problem. And you're going to have a crack at this. So if I pass this to you, you're having to think about the shape of the exhibit and the way the balls are positioned, and maybe we can put it on the floor and see if we can get this right. So instead of pulling, she's trying to rock first. That's not working. Shaking, still not working. That's it. Try getting one of the balls either side of the bridge, if you can, so there's one on each side, and maybe with a little twist. Maybe a little bit faster. Aha! So what you've done there is use spinning force, centrifugal force. So in this case, spinning force beats pulling force, throwing the balls out to the side, landing nicely in the holes.
So there we go, Emma. It's official. It's official. You've pulled. There you go. Excellent. So, have we got any more science busking that we can show us?
There's plenty happening. At the moment, my colleague Callie, she's using a simple, everyday still water bottle and some English mustard in a vacuum sealed packet. Obviously, the mustard wants to float to the surface. There's buoyancy inside, but if she squeezes the bottle, it affects the little pocket of air inside the mustard sachet, compressing the air, increasing the density, and the sachet should sink.
Should I squeeze it?
Yeah,
yes.
Go for it.
Okay. So Emma's going to have a crack at this one. So you might have to squeeze it maybe somewhere in the middle, pretty tightly. Let's see what happens. Down she goes. Yeah, a little bit more.
So again, just explain why it's sinking when we squeeze the bottle. Why is that?
Well, of course, there's no room for manoeuvre inside this bottle. It's filled to the brim with water. So we squeeze the water, which has the impact on the sachet, squeezing the little pocket of air inside. The air becomes denser, and if it's denser, it's going to sink.
Rather than float.
Then you release, it will float. The buoyancy's back again.
Excellent.
So as you can see, it's daft stuff from around the house, around school. It's something that the kids, all families, can do themselves. And we've got a bit of weights and balance with Callie at the moment.
And there's lots going on, isn't there? I mean, we've got the leaflet here for the Science Festival for the half term and beyond. Tell us about some of the events that are going on in Manchester.
Well, it depends really. You know, we've got stuff obviously at the Museum of Science and Industry in Manchester, our home base on Liverpool Road. But if you look across the libraries, schools and museums across the centre of Manchester, you can build robots. There's Dr. Bunhead's crash test jelly babies. How about that one? That's happening at Manchester Central, the old GMEX. And it's all happening between the 24th of October and the 1st of November.
And how important do you think it is for members of the public to kind of get hands-on with the science equipment like we've seen here today?
Well, we're always hearing from business leaders and politicians how we need the next generation of scientists and inventors, people who are going to think, be creative and lead the nation forward. Well, this is a good way for the kids and families to get interested in it through fun at a very early age, and anyone can have a go. That's simple.
Excellent, thanks for that.
Okay.
And there's a website here, manchestersciencefestival.com. Check it out for all the information. And now there's Steve, who's using a nice piece of scientific kit to record our Key 103 podcast. So from the Key 103 street team and the Museum of Science and Industry in Manchester, it's Toodles.
Toodaloo.